Hey, so this is a very tired pie disliker. I wanted to share some analytics, and I know that I can pretty safely share my analytics without having to worry about uh, monetization shit because my channel is not monetized. So let's just go full ham and just do a video on the latest craze that happened, Huniepop. Now, one of the ways that you can really make it on YouTube is if you know how to work the search engine, if you know how to tag your shit properly, and how to make videos that are on current events before they're even really current. Like, once you're one of those early adopters, you get a lot of traffic because there's not a lot of content, but there's a lot of interest in a subject. So, with Huniepop too, that was a fucking no-brainer because I knew when the game was coming out. I was like waiting for that shit to come out the very minute it came out. Started, hit recorded, got the gameplay video going, and the rest was pretty self-explanatory. I recorded like about an hour and a half worth of footage, a little bit more than that, probably like an hour and 45 minutes, and then went to work on editing that first video to try and get it up as fast as possible. I didn't give a damn about anything else. Obviously, like, I still took care in my editing and I wanted to make sure that it was good quality. However, you gotta be fast if you want to get those search results, and man, did I get those search results. Now, I don't necessarily have as much traction on the second day. Because there's more people uploading Huniepop 2 videos. So, with more competition, with eyeballs being sent elsewhere, I had to maximize this opportunity. And I probably could have maximized this opportunity further by, instead of doing a second recording session after editing that first video, I probably could have just gone straight into editing the second video and trying to get that one up as soon as possible. Instead, I got it up later in the day, probably around, what, like 11 p.m. or something like that, 10 p.m. maybe? I forget what time exactly that I released it, but it was much later, several hours later, whereas with the Huniepop 2 video, I think I got that up like 3 p.m. No, 4 p.m. Probably 4 p.m. I think I got up at 4 p.m. And then, obviously, I got today's video up, part 3. Smells like a weeb. And that video has not really garnered as much traction as the previous two. So it seems like each ongoing video, which makes sense. I mean, each ongoing video is going to get less and less traction, but there was a pretty big drop off between 1 and 2, and then a slightly lower drop off between 2 and 3, but still kind of there. So let's go into the analytics and just kind of discuss things a little bit and just, you know, see how this experiment has gone. Wait, wrong one. Right here. All right. So, first episode of my Huniepop gameplay video. Now, as you can see here, huge amount of views. Huge amount of views within that first day. Like, it starts as early as... Okay, so maybe I published it at 5:55 p.m. apparently. I thought I published it earlier than that, but I mean, that gameplay was pretty fun to record, and it did take a decent amount of time to edit that video. So, got it up, and boom, like right up until midnight is when I got like a huge surge of viewership. And then after that, like, it had a steady rise ever since, honestly. Like, they're like, maybe like since like 5 p.m. today, it kind of like slowed down a little bit, but it was still like steady and consistent growth. I mean, I got over 1,000 views by the time it hit 2 p.m. So that's pretty good. It's pretty solid. And watch time watch time and viewership graphs are pretty damn similar. The watch time graph, I guess, not as high. I guess it like kind of like slows down a little bit. And I got 15 subs the first day. I don't think I gained any subs from this video the second day, but I don't know. That doesn't feel right. I feel like I've been consistently gaining new subscribers from this video. So 75 or 74.1% of viewership came from YouTube search. Some of it did come from recommendations. Some came from channel pages. And some external viewership and other. Can I expand that? So, I mean, I guess this graph kind of puts it into perspective that like the traffic source on this video overwhelmingly came from searching. Like, that's where the bulk of everything came from. So if you get in those damn search results and you show up in like one of the top 3-4 videos, you're set. You're fucking set. And I was set for like those first couple hours. And then after that, kind of dipped off. I know that Max tweeted at me and he said that like my video was the first to show up when he searched for Huniepop 2. That didn't happen for me when I checked. But still cool. I mean, if it happened to him, surely it must have happened to other people. So I don't know if the search shows up differently for different people, maybe depending on your region, or maybe because he was already subscribed to me. Maybe that's why I showed up first during the search. Who knows? The algorithm is an interesting beast. And then this is kind of funny here. So obviously, like huge dip, like that. This happens every video. Huge dip happens like immediately. So like within 30 seconds, drop to 36%. So you really need to maximize your time. I think intros really need to be put to the wayside if you want to maximize viewership. Because while some people will skip the intro, you really need to lure them in and get them interested ASAP. That's why Mr. Beast puts up all the stakes right up front in like the first 5 seconds of the video. He is a godsend at that, and I think we could all learn a little bit from him about doing really good introductions in videos. But yeah, overall, I had a pretty consistent watch time. I mean, it dipped around halfway through into the 20s, but then it like spiked. It got up to 51% actually. Guess what? During the Kooming. So at least 50% of the people, over half of the people, like, were interested in the Kooming. Or they watched it all the way through. I'd say maybe like a quarter. It had like a quarter of a percentage of an increase. We were at 22%, went up to 51%. So about 30% of the people that click on the video are Coomers. Now obviously, like, I'm not gonna get banned off YouTube. I ain't showing shit. I'm not risking it. That's why I had like that zoomed in shit, and I just highlighted the buttons. I highlighted the buttons so you could like see what I was clicking on. But I didn't realize that like they had this feature where they show like 2 spikes. Oh, what's the first spike? Oh, it's when like Ashley is first introduced. Okay, so when Ashley is first introduced and the Kooming, and that pretty much explains that video. It's pretty cool. Again, like I got a lot more impressions on this video than I'm used to, which is really fucking cool. And I had about a 5.5 click-through rate percentage. Here it says 4.3%. So I guess the more, naturally, I think the more impressions you get, the click-through rate is going to get lower and lower. That's understandable. However, I have to say, I'm pretty pleased with the results. Now, as you can see, the searches up here, 83% came from Huniepop 2. There was other searches like Huniepop 2 gameplay, Huniepop 2 part 1. So you got a few ideas right there. Let's go ahead and check out the second video and see what's up with that. So again, like, I'm still kind of like on a steady fucking climb. So we had like an immediate shoot up, then it kind of leveled a bit, and then since like 8 a.m. today, just fucking took off. So who knows? I guess like yeah, those are the late night hours, so I guess it makes sense why like not as many people will be watching it. But yeah, things are looking pretty fucking good. We got the different spikes here so we can kind of see it. Even though the video player is extremely tiny, you can kind of see what's going on a little bit. And I'm pretty sure like the different spikes are like where the cooming happens. But let me see if I can play this clip. What is that? Okay, so I'm just talking to Ashley. Oh, that's where Polly's introduced. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, because that's like what the thumbnail is based off of. Good in the kitchen or good in the bedroom? Is this where like the date happens? Oh no, I'm like pulling up the store. No wait. Okay, yeah, that's where the day happens. And then fourth clip. That's like, oh yeah. That's when the cooming happens. But I don't think any cooming happens here. This is just like when the date ends. So they might have been checking. The coomers might have been checking, but we... God, I don't think I can pause that. I'm just gonna mute this tab. Alright. So, anyway. Pretty fucking solid engagement. I'm actually, like, pretty damn happy about this. Yeah, I mean, you got, like, 41%, 37%. So, this video has much better engagement than the first one did. Watch time, pretty solid. Pretty consistent with the viewership, just like the last video. The reach, good. Now this is different, okay? YouTube search only takes up 17% of this video, which means most of it came from the browse features. So I think that means like they probably watched the first video and then YouTube recommended them this video in return, the second in the series. So it makes sense. That's usually like how YouTube engagement works. You watch one video and then you click off, and then what do you know it? Second one shows up in your feed. So they were interested in this one. Percentage of viewers from channel pages. Again, not totally sure what that means, but like I feel like it's got to be much more than like my YouTube channel. But yeah, suggested videos 14.9%. Obviously, the search 17.1%. So I'm still luring people in through the search, but since it's like lower on the list of Huniepop 2, you're not going to get nearly as many people. That's why I really wanted to get that first video out as soon as possible, to really like maximize that shit. Impressions, click-through rate, it's pretty solid. It's better. It was better like in the first day than the second, it seems, so far. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. This is the previous shit that I was talking about. Okay. So you can see it better from here. It's on the engagement tab. I'll have to keep that in mind. Then we got the click rate shit. We got likes versus dislikes. Yeah. Again, like pretty fucking consistent shit right here. Now this is interesting right here. Whereas the first video had about a 95% not subscribed ratio, to subscribers. This one has about 75% of a difference. So, good to know. Good to know. I didn't really check that ratio, but so it seems like most of the people that watched that first video are coming back, and they are interested in watching the second one. So that's good to know, because I'm planning on making a lot of Huniepop videos, a lot of them. And then we can take a sneak peek into the third one. Again, I want to kind of see how this happens overnight. I released this around the same time that I released the first video, around 5:45, and then throughout the day it's almost generated 100 views, so pretty good. And again, like, it's only been 6 hours, so looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. Watch time pretty consistent, maybe a little bit lower than the first one. Okay, let's check the reach. Again, browse features and channel pages. That seems to be where my traffic is going to come for the rest of my videos. Whereas the first one, YouTube search kind of like killed it. It like did really fucking well. So most people found the first video. Second two, not so much. Not so much. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. A decent chunk of the traffic actually came from Twitter. I did link it on Twitter earlier, but I don't know, like, if it was just my tweet or if there are like other people tweeting it. I'm honestly not sure. Not sure about that at all. But I am curious about that. Okay, yeah. And again, we got Huniepop 2 gameplay. So like, it's not just the Huniepop 2 searches that are being tracked, but it's like other terms as well. Huniepop 2 gameplay is one of my tags that I chose. But on top of that, I also threw Lailani's name in there. I threw, whenever one of the girls appears in one of the videos, I make sure to throw one of their names into the videos right now. In fact, maybe for the first one, I should go back, add a few more tags, and throw in like Lola's name in there. But yeah, shit's looking pretty promising. Okay, nothing to show for there. But again, not nearly as many impressions, although the click-through rate is really fucking solid, and the viewership, it's good. It's good. It's not as good as the previous two, but I kind of expect, like, you know, like a little bit of a steady decline among my later videos. We'll see where we are at the end of this, but pretty fucking promising so far. No audience retention data yet. Makes sense. Video has been pretty early released, recently released. Okay, this is interesting. The not subscribed to subscribed ratio. So 60% of the people that viewed this video are not subscribed. 40% are subscribed. And in addition, I did throw in a subscribed message in the video where I took out the green screen and I got my zebra mask on and I said, hey, you gotta subscribe. So over here, 60% of the people watching this video are not subscribed and 40% are. So I think this also means that people that were watching the first two videos are starting to subscribe, but there's still 60% of the people that are watching this video probably watched the first two and have not yet subscribed. So I'm very curious where the fourth video comes into play and how it's going to really impact this. But yeah, this is a nice little preview of my analytics. And again, I got a special video coming out tomorrow. I'm doing a 3 p.m. release for this one. Let me go into my analytics and sort of explain why I chose 3 p.m. for scheduling the next video. And I'm going to try to do daily uploads for the rest of the Huniepop videos. Damn, you're almost at 100. Come on, let's get there. Let's get there. All right. All right. Oh, you can also see that, like, by far, like, most viewership, even among my older videos over the past 30 days. Huniepop 2, taken over. We did, And again, like my trailer reaction has been consistently doing pretty good. And I did notice a spike in the trailer reaction before Huniepop 2 came out. I noticed like a little jump in viewership. So I knew I had to capitalize on this opportunity. So, and bam, like look at that, like 30 subscribers, 21 coming from Monday. Pretty fucking solid. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the audience right here. So the audience tab in the analytics shows you when your viewers are on YouTube. And I want to use my uploading time schedules to maximize the most out of this opportunity. So when do people consistently start going on YouTube? Well, on Sundays, they start at 1 p.m. Mondays, 1 p.m. And then Tuesday, 4 p.m. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Thursday, 4 p.m. Friday, 1 p.m. Saturday, 1 p.m. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3 o'clock release date. So that way I capture Sunday. I still capture Monday. Many of the viewers are showing up on YouTube at that time. Like that on Tuesday as well, because very many show up at 4 p.m. Same shit for Wednesday. So Tuesday through Thursday, like the viewers are showing up later. But then on Friday, it's 1 p.m. again. Saturday is 1 p.m. again. So, but they're still like on YouTube pretty regularly around that 3 p.m. time slot every single day. So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to shoot for 3 p.m. releases. We'll see how that does. I might tweak it a little bit. I could potentially move it to 1 p.m. or 4 p.m. or something like that. But we're going to stick with this right now, 3 p.m. every day, new Huniepop video, and we'll see how that works. Again, I got the next one all ready to go. Tomorrow I will edit part 5. Maybe I can get part 6 done. And I can just get ahead of schedule. I can start doing some more recordings. And I did like 2 recording sessions, and I think each recording session is probably going to contain 3 videos. So we'll see how it works. We'll see how exciting this shit gets. And each video is consistently between 20 and 30 minutes long. And it's kind of intentional that I did it that way, but also kind of just happened to be that way. I think just like with the pacing and everything, it's best that I do keep fairly lengthy videos so I can milk that watch time as much as possible. And again, like I ain't at the monetization access just yet. I gotta get to 4,000 watch hours, and boy oh boy have I not gotten there. That's for sure. But yeah, considering that like right before I posted the Huniepop 2 videos, I just got to 1,100 subscribers. I'm really excited to see how far this shit will take me. Maybe I'll do another update video as time goes on. I thought you might be interested in seeing some of the channel progress, and I might personally want to look back on this and just take a look at the analytics and then see if anything changed afterwards. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired as fuck, and I need to sleep like right now. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna upload the Cake Liker, and we're good. All right, take care. Peace out. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.